do, and I still wonder what keeps me going on and on.
And do you realize also that your music is still today?
Well, that I know.
You realize that there no party can be held without a Freddie McGregor being played, right? I mean, a few Freddie McGregor being played, right?
I know that for sure, and I can tell you this, because if you look at my catalog, you know, I have a long catalog. I have so much material over the years, and they're still popular in different countries across the world. So there's still a demand for us to tour. I mean, we just completed 2 weeks. We were out earlier in the year. We're continuing, and it just goes on and on because people want the music. How are they gonna get it? They have to book the artist because he's here, he's alive, he's well, he's working.
I wrote a little piece on you on Facebook the other day after we talked, and this I left out. I only put Los Angeles UCLA Jazz Festival, and then I moved to North Carolina. And that's all right. I got jacked up because the person says I didn't put that you played at the dub club. You know, you're still highly loved.
Yeah, we would agree.
Highly appreciated.
Yeah, man. People love our music to death when we go out there and perform, which is what keeps us going. You know, when you go out there and see how people really crave for the music, you're like, jeez, why did I make these songs? Because the demand is on us to do them, and at night time people just request all kind of songs from way back then, and we just do them.
Do you remember that album you did with Dance Crasher? And,
oh yes,
oh my God, that's
Jamaican classics.
Yes, Jamaican classics. Probably, I really believe, to me, that's the best album that you've ever done in your life.
Well,
personally,
a lot of people share the same sentiment, but I'll give you a story on that. When I came up with the Jamaican classics, because I have 3 volumes of it, and the reason was the music was going through a real slump at that time, and I was thinking, how can we break through this barrier? Sometimes if you produce your great album, it could get lost in between all of what is happening at the time, because back then it was when the music started to drift out of context, and we were struggling more or less to find that kind of direction thing, and I'm like, you write a good song and put it out, it's going to get lost somewhere there, because that's not the mindset of what's happening right now. But how about if I do some classic Jamaican songs and compile them on one album? Maybe that could work, you know, that could teach the younger youth them where the music is also coming from, and it worked perfectly, because Japan, when that album came out in Japan, it was like a school curriculum for the Japanese.
Yes, because that teacher.
A lot of them thought those were original songs, and a lot of them did research and found out that no, Altana don't let him try.
Yes.
Oh, Ariat did sing, I was born a loser, but him say I was born a winner, and people start getting into it like that. So there was a demand to do a volume 2, and I did that, and so we did a volume 3 also. When I look at Sister Marcia's new album, as a matter of fact, last night I was online and looking at the album. Beautiful picture. I love the concept of her new album. And I love the album because I hear some real wicked tunes on it. And it just reminds me back of the Jamaican classics. I should pick some bad tunes for the album. And so I think that album is a stamp, I'd say. It's going to be around for a while.
Well, before, you know, the thing is, reggae music came through a whole change of evolving kind of a thing, right? Because we started with Mento.
Yes.
We went into ska. We went
I
into
think
rock.
there was like Blue Beat.
Blue Beat.
Right in
the middle of that. Yes. Right. And then when it came into the early 70s, and we started this lovers rock thing, it started to split off, right?
Yes.
Because we're starting to see the roots and culture coming in, and then the lovers rock and the dance hall started up there. You know, so you have been through all of this.
All those genres. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been there, and I'm thankful. Nothing personal. I didn't try to be there or see it there. I just started doing what I do, and I'm here today doing it just the same.
So you're involved in music right now. Is it the love for the music?
It is.
Okay, so there's no...
I remember doing one job outside of music. One job. And it was one summer. My stepfather used to work at Money Musk Sugar Factory and at Yarmouth. And it was summer, and he got me a summer job. And that job was to use a hose and fill the drums with molasses. That's the only real job outside of music. I I've ever experienced. And my goal in music was to help my parents still, because where we come from, not Clarendon, coming like Africa, when we go Africa, dirt floor, Wackland dab, kitchen, and all of them things. There is coconut bow and sweep your floor. It was not crime, but that's how we grew up.
Oh,
so I wanted to leave and go to Kingston to see if I could find a way in music for help my parents, and that's what I did.
Did you stay in touch with mom and dad?
Yeah, well, not dad, but mom, because I never grew with my father, I grew with my mom still. But mom would come to Kingston every so often, check up on me, because dad would always give her money to go back home and, you know, and ensure her that I was fine and stuff and thing. And so that went on, but my goal in the back of my head was to help my mother, because I never see any way out or how it to happen.
That's nice. What's it now for what's the future like? What does the future like for you? What's in the future for
you? For me personally, I think I'll just continue to tour for a while until my body can't manage it anymore, and continue to make records. Because if I stop doing that now, what do I do? I'm going to be the most bored person on the face of the earth. So I'll continue to do what I do, and I plan to put out a series. Because we have a bunch of materials in the studio, that's the greatest part. Just before the arrival of Stephen, the genius, my son, we were recording on 24-track tapes. So I have a pile of material that is untouched and unreleased.
Wow.
Because when Stephen came, it was in the age of digital. And so they were recording digitally, we were still recording analog. Yes. So they have not gone back to those tapes to transition the product. So we have them there, and it's just a question of time, because it needs a lot of time to go back through those material to actually pick and transfer to compile. But we're compiling a series called Big Ship Gold, and those are the materials we're going to be compiling from. Other than that, we'll still produce artists, because talent is something I love, and when you hear real talent, I really get excited and would love to produce them. So those are the things I see for the future, and when they are great talents, man, it excites us to try and work with them.
One last question in this. In America, we have a string, and most foreign countries, there's a structure in the music as to how persons are paid for their, for their work. And also to kind of control how music is distributed and all that. Do we have that kind of structure in Jamaica?
Not in Jamaica. If you notice, Jamaica is one of the worst places on the face of the earth when it comes to music, selling music. To create music, we do that more than most places on the face of the earth. In Jamaica, I would think we produce probably 50 songs per day. For a small island, that's a lot, right? Per day. Yes, because everybody have laptop, everybody have computer, everybody think they must produce, everybody can use one finger and just make up a thing and you call it rhythm. That's why we have this problem with this hip-hop thing here. You don't have producers like Clevie, Cillian Clevie would sit down, conceptualize something smart and create it. And make it be a success. Everybody come now and think they're hip-hop stars and cough like Jay-Z with some hip-hop beat and I call it reggae. It's really disgusting. I find it disgusting, because the first thing these youths need to understand, they are not Americans, they are Jamaicans. All of them too, when you see them do interview and them do like a commercial, everybody have moved them on like them a Yankee. Yo, Yank. Where we get that from? Are we not Jamaican anymore? Right. Come on, man, get serious, man.
The end of this month is a concert that's coming up in Lauderhill. What's your foresight on that?
Well, I haven't performed in this community for a long time, and basically because when you're affiliated with a community, you don't want to overplay yourself in here.
Right.
So we stay out of the community. We tour everywhere else, leave Florida. What was the last concert I done here?
It's about 4 years
ago. I can't remember even. Okay, that's all.
Other than Jerkfest?
Jerkfest. Jerkfest. Thank you, sir. Jerkfest. But I make it a duty not to perform a lot in my community, because you want to stay relevant for as long as you can. So when we were approached about this event, I thought this would be a great event, and I thought, why not Sister Marcia?
Yeah.
Because that's a combination I love. I love working with Sister Marcia. I still see Sister Marcia as the truest champion, female-wise, for our industry. If you look at Marcia's life and music, where she's coming from and where she is today, she and I will share basically the same struggles and the same everything. and we fought our way through to be here today. Yes, it's not easy. It's not an easy road.
And especially for a woman in that time, right? In that
worse, yes. Yeah. And she managed to hold out and managed to keep relevant and managed to still continue to make some of the most beautiful music with the most beautiful voice. And so she has to be commended big time. And so I was really happy that she and I was doing this concert. And that's going to be magical, I can tell you. Anybody miss this concert, you're going to miss one of the best reggae concerts in South Florida for a long time.
Oh my God.
So I would urge everyone to come out and make sure you be a part of that event.
That's so nice to hear. As I'm really looking forward to that concert too. I'm gonna wrap up, but I want you to tell them to come out.
Yes, well, we're urging everyone to come out. The date is June 29th, and guess what? You can't even call it my birthday concert because my birthday is on the 27th. Oh. So what you can do for me now as a real fan now? Just carry me like a birthday gift come. No, seriously. Just carry my birthday card. Everything what you have for me, just bring come the 29th. The 27th is the birthday, the 29th is the concert. Just bring all the birthday loving come.
The one thing I ask you for is to remember to bring this song with you. Rastaman have the key to the city.
Yes, I will.
And make sure
we do that song every night.
All right.
We perform that song every night.
Make sure you bring that one. Just make sure.
And also, we have two very special songs that Sister Marcia and I are going to do. And they're going to be mind-blowing. I won't give them away. Trust me. I love working with Sister Marcia. It's a good combination, one of the greatest combination. And I think in terms of enjoyment and enjoying a great concert, that's the evening for it, June 29th.
Well, listen, it's been, this is not just a pleasure. This has been educative. This has been informative. This is really a great pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much.
Me too.
All right?
Thank you.
All right.
Very much.
Yes.
Heated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.